All right, welcome back to the PPA Baird Wealth Management Open. Johnny Pickleball Andrews, joined with me is Kyle McKenzie. And we have a great matchup coming at you here. We're going to have the number 3 seed now, AJ Koller. And Callie Smith taking on the number 11 seed, Yana Grechkina. And Thomas Wilson. This is going to be a battle, as Thomas Wilson and Yana Grechkina were able to defeat Tyler Leung and Leah Jansen, the 6th seed, to move on. And AJ Koller and Callie Smith able to defeat Travis Rettenmeyer and one of the Kawamotos.
right. Either one are tough. Either one are tough.
So
should be an exciting matchup. You know, Callie Smith and AJ really like each of their games individually as well as a team. Each of them have some of the fastest hands around, can certainly play that up-tempo style, but they are full-time pickleball pros. They certainly can play the soft game as well. And then Thomas Wilson and Yana Grechkina just coming off a very impressive win, 11-4, 11-4 over Leah Jansen and Tyler Leung. They seem to be very much in form, and so it'll be very interesting to see which team kind of implements their will early and to look at some of the X's and O's in the strategy for each team here.
That's right. And AJ Koller and Callie Smith defeated Travis Rettenmeyer and Jackie Kawamoto, so make sure I got that correct. But they look to do battle here, and I would imagine you're going to see a lot of lobs from AJ Koller potentially, right? Some unorthodox shots, but the fierce tenacity from Callie Smith is always going to be on display. Thomas Wilson is a very solid, steady player. You're going to probably see him poach a lot and try to get in there. But the aggression and two-handed backhand of Yana Grechkina is no slouch whatsoever. So.
No, absolutely. She can certainly hang and push these guys. I'd say, you know, after watching Thomas play quite a bit, he's a very smooth player. Comes from tennis, has beautiful looking strokes, moves very effortlessly around on the court. And then AJ, who I believe is his cousin and longtime doubles partner, is very much known for his flicks and his hand speed. Doesn't need a ball very high to be able to speed that ball up and implement some aggression. So they're going to be obviously very familiar with each other. I think when they play, Thomas normally plays the right, so it'll be interesting to see how he does often probably playing the left side in this mixed doubles matchup.
That's right. We're underway. And Yana Grechkina with a miss early here, but quick point for Callie Smith and AJ Koller.
1-0-2.
1-0-2 called by our lead referee, Lou Adamson, with our second referee, Onisha Smith. And as predicted, Kyle, there is the first lob from AJ Koller.
Right on cue. I think our voices are projecting. I think he heard you there, Johnny.
Side out.
You know, that third shot lob wasn't a play that was used very often at all, even a year or two ago. Players are realizing that it's hard to put this ball away. Even if you give your opponent an overhead, you can defend and maybe work your way in still.
Second serve. 0-2-2.
And AJ backing up a little bit, turning into a hockey goalie, but unable to defend that one from Yana Grechkina.
1-2-2. Point.
And that ball taking a little unorthodox bounce for Callie Smith.
Yeah, looked like it jumped into her, definitely fooled her there. You won't see that happen very often. And look for Thomas here to insert his will. I'm looking for his forehand to be a big weapon for his team here.
Side out.
Callie's up to the task on that forehand drive. Side out here.
2-2-1. Second serve.
And AJ Koller not happy with himself with that one as he kind of puts it too high and right in the wheelhouse of Thomas Wilson.
Yeah, great anticipation by Thomas there. Knew he popped it up a little and anticipated where that attack was going to be.
And Yana Grechkina not fooled as AJ trying to go behind her.
2-2-1. Point.
That's a great setup from Yana Grechkina. Drive the first ball, set up Thomas to clean up with his forehand.
Yeah, that's what we call a shake and bake play, where the non-driving partner will crash in early, and if enough pressure is put on that volley, can set them up for a poach.
Second serve. Three, 2-2.
Callie Smith slamming that ball with her forehand.
It was a great finish by Callie, but really set up by AJ. He had many opportunities to simply dink that ball
2-3-1.
back, but he stayed aggressive, kind of daring his opponents to try to counterpunch through him. Great aggressive play there.
Second serve.
May have jinxed AJ a little on that one. Wasn't able to get that drop over.
2-3-2. Side out.
And there's one of AJ's flicks that we all know. That one going a little long. The wrists are not made of rubber.
3, 2, 1.
They just look like it.
They just look like it.
Second serve.
Great disciplined leave by Callie there. A little long on the drive by Yana.
3-2-2. Point.
Always happy to get some free
4,
points
2, 2.
in a match of this caliber.
Side out. Two, 4-1.
After a little bit of a scramble play there, Yana Grechkina started by bailing herself out and then unable to get the little bit of
3,
love
4,
from the
1.
net cord. So
Yeah, used some great athleticism to stay alive in that point. Weren't able to neutralize and get back up to the kitchen line, unfortunately.
and that ball
Point.
pushing into the body of Yana Grechkina. Unable to get up, and so just like that, we are all tied here early on in game one.
4-4-1.
4-4-1, and Callie Smith to serve. And that flick
Second
missing
serve.
as well, just by a little bit though. It's coming in. He's calibrating.
He's working it out. I mean, that's AJ's bread and butter. He does a great job of leaning in and using those top spin flicks. Just slightly push that one long.
Side out.
Great pressure from Thomas Wilson.
And he's finding his strength, too. He's being active with his feet. He could have played one of those shots as a backhand. Knows he can do a little more with his forehand. Slid over and looking to play to his strengths. So good. So good. Look at the foot speed by Thomas Wilson. A little bit of everything there.
And very much appreciated from the crowd as well.
5-4-1.
As that gives them the lead. And Thomas Wilson finding the left shoulder of AJ Koller. Great spot, not just attacking to attack, but finding specific areas to jam his opponent.
That's where having information and being familiar with your opponents helps. Is, you know, almost all of us have some vulnerable spots on our body where we're attacked, but it's not always the same spot for everyone. Familiarity goes a long way in knowing, you know, which patterns to use.
6-4-2.
Getting a little bit of love from the net there
Side
is
out.
Callie Smith. It dribbles over, and Thomas Wilson unable to get under it enough.
Yeah, didn't have a lot of
4-6-1.
options there. Really just dinking back over in that shallow zone was kind of his only play.
Second serve.
And both AJ and Callie now both trying to find that spot behind Thomas Wilson, and each have missed
4-6-2.
and find themselves down 4-6.
Point.
Pick one up there.
Yeah, great offensive pressure and a great job moving in together as a team.
5-6-2.
Your opponents certainly feel that court and their targets shrinking when they feel both of you coming into the kitchen like that.
And Yana Grechkina pulling the trigger. Trying to go behind AJ Koller. Comes up a little bit long. So once again, all tied up here in the tightly contested opening game one.
6-6-2.
And crafty work there from AJ Koller. Great defense though from Thomas Wilson, as you see it right there, but unable to get the last one.
Yeah, they extended the point, but it was all set up by a slight pop-up from Yana. But
7-6-2.
the presence of AJ leaning in and being willing to take those balls out of the air is something that you feel as opponents over the course of the match.
And great cleanup, bang, bang play. Callie Smith, AJ Koller.
Yeah, that's certainly within their skill
Timeout
set.
receiving team.
Why
The
they're
score
such
is
a tough team. They're
6,
very good once
2.
those points get
You
a
have
little
1
bit
minute.
faster.
Absolutely. And that's going to be our first timeout taken. Johnny Pickleball, Kyle McKenzie. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back right after this.
Here.
All right, welcome back. PBA Bear Wealth Management Open. Callie Smith, AJ Koller taking a slight lead here at 8-6 in the opening game one against Yana Grechkina and Thomas Wilson.
Yeah, down early, they certainly gained the momentum back. We'll see if they can hang on to it here.
Point.
Was right in Yana's wheelhouse. Certainly was on that volley.
9-6-2.
Just slightly missed it into the tape there.
Side out.
Yeah, it's an excellent point by Yana. To me, if I'm in their camp, that's what I would try to do more of. She's not just dinking to Callie, but she's rolling that dink. She's pushing
6-9-1.
Callie back, and she's really dictating at the line when she's hitting those top spin roll forehand dinks.
Second serve.
And Callie Smith with a slight fist pump. Get them going.
Knows that it's crunch time now, getting to be the end of the game
6-9-2.
here.
And great opportunity there from Yana Grechkina. But that's going to give the ball right back to AJ Koller and
9-6-1.
Callie Smith as they look to close out game one. And that's going to help their cause with a come on from Callie Smith.
And you see the power that Callie has in her arsenal, taking her drive right at the male and Thomas Wilson, able to get him to pop that volley up and put the next one away.
10-6-1.
And our first game point.
Second
And
serve.
AJ Koller, ankle breaker moment.
Yana might be in his head a little bit there. Definitely knew he was going to be sliding middle,
10-6-2.
held that a little longer. Great play up the line.
incredible point. Great defense from Yana. But AJ Koller and Callie Smith able to take game one. So Yana, Grechkina, and Thomas Wilson will have to fight in game two to try to force that game three. And welcome back to the Baird Wealth Management Open. Johnny Pickleball Andrews, joined with me is Kyle McKenzie. And we have game two here in Greater Cincinnati area at the Linder Family Tennis Center, about to get underway. We'll see if Yana, Grechkina, Thomas Wilson can force game three, or if AJ Koller and Callie Smith are going to move on.
0-0-2.
Yeah, it's a very competitive first game. We'll see who can kind of get that momentum early in the second here.
And great lead there from Callie Smith.
0-0-1. Second serve.
And that's going to be great defense from Yana. AJ trying to do a nice little touch volley. Gets a little too fancy with that one.
Yeah, not the conventional shot selection, but he made the last one that he went for, so not judging too much.
Side out.
AJ upset at himself popping that one up. Yana knows what to do with that one. So I'd like to see Yana and Thomas continue to get to the kitchen line and look to dictate, look to move the ball around. Great close there.
Point.
But I think if they get in the mode where they're just content with making their dinks, I feel like Callie and AJ are such a good offensive team. They may be able to implement their will a little too easily.
And Yana Grechkina going for the Ernie.
Second serve.
It was a great idea. She was just a split second too late on that one. Love the pressure, though.
Once again, great defense, but just way too much offense from AJ Koller.
Yeah, pretty high level put away by AJ there. Kind of opened, closed his hips and hit that short angle. If you're new to pickleball, it can be very challenging to thump an overhead and get that ball through. Often you need to open up the court by working those angles in order to get the point through.
0-1-1. Point.
And Thomas Wilson unable to come up with that overhead.
That's where you just have to have a short-term memory, shake that one off, and keep playing confident pickleball.
There we go.
Right on cue.
And Thomas Wilson kind of getting himself pumped up after that one a little bit.
1-1-2.
And going for one of those flicks once again, AJ Koller.
Yeah, he will initiate more attacks probably than anyone else on the court here. Really is very confident in his hand speed and wants to get in those fast battles.
And great lead, great call from AJ to communicate with his partner, Callie Smith, to let that one go. An underappreciated skill in mixed doubles, the communication aspect.
100%. Not easy to let balls go any level.
And even though that ball landed wide, Callie Smith taking no chances.
She's getting her reps in, a little extra practice. Why not?
1-1-1.
And
Point.
pushing that ball just deep enough to put Yana Grechkina on the back foot. And she's unable to convert.
Yeah, when you can make those cross-court
2-1-1.
dinks extra penetrating, landing closer to that kitchen line, it really helps you maintain control at the line.
And Callie Smith showing that forehand volley.
I think it was a situation where AJ actually saw that ball going wide, told Callie no, and she said, you know what, it's more fun to hit the winner.
Great exchange, great hands.
Second serve.
Couple words exchanged between the cousins.
They're smiling at each other, having a good time. That's what
3-1-2.
pickleball is all about.
Point.
Yeah, that's great pressure. And you see the difference in style even among the top players. When AJ hits a drop, or if his partner is, he's very aggressive about getting into that line very early on, looking to use those fast hands and his comfortability at the kitchen line.
Yes, you have 4. 1-4-1.
And Callie Smith trying to go behind Thomas Wilson, overcooks that one.
2-4-1.
And Thomas looking to add some points here. And that'll help their cause.
3-4-1. Second serve.
And Thomas actually asking what he's doing, and someone from the crowd actually saying you're doing all right.
Build up that confidence a little bit.
That's
Players
right.
need that from time to time.
An incredible get from Thomas Wilson. Yana unable to come up with it.
4-3-1. Second serve.
As the third shot lob.
I think he's 1 for 2. 1 for 2 now. Might have a little
4-3-2.
breeze with him. Might be a little tougher to pull off on this side.
And instead of going down the line as they predicted, Thomas whips that two-handed backhand right back across the body of AJ Koller.
And a great example of knowing your opponents. You know, Thomas could have played that attack in many locations. He went just out wide of AJ. AJ a little less aggressive when you see him put the second hand on the paddle.
Second serve.
It was an onslaught of aggression from Thomas, but Callie is very much up to the task.
3-4-2. Point.
And another wrist flick there from AJ Koller, comes up just a little short.
Yes.
As we are all tied here
4-4-2.
at 4-4-2.
Side out.
Trying to use that shake and bake play with Thomas disconnecting there, looking to poach.
4-4-1.
Good idea. Side out.
And AJ and Callie showing them how to do it.
Very much in their arsenal, like we've talked about. They're very comfortable moving forward and finding aggression even when they're a little off the line.
And that play is going to give them the lead here in game 2.
Second serve.
AJ may have just ran through that one a little bit.
5-4-2.
Second serve.
And great touch and feel there. Great shot, great spot, AJ Koller.
Yeah, it's what kind of is his bread and butter, like we've talked about. He's very good with those flicks. He doesn't need a ball very high to stay offensive.
6-4-2. Side out.
Looks like AJ had a little tunnel up the middle, just barely cooked that long. Side out here.
4-6-1. Point. Five, 6-1.
We saw our
Second
first
serve.
third shot lob from Thomas, kind of taking a play out of his cousin's playbook there.
5-6-2.
5-6-2.
Side
And I
out.
think Yana Grechkina, little miscommunication there between her and Thomas Wilson
Yeah,
as she
very,
gets jammed.
yeah, very
6-5-1.
tough to stick that volley when the feet are still moving. Needs to maybe come to a split step just a touch sooner there.
Point.
And trying to really get a lot of roll on that shot is Thomas Wilson, but a little too much.
Yeah, he's a little frustrated with himself. That's certainly an error that he normally
7-5-1.
doesn't make.
He's no mistake about that. Big
Second
forehand
serve.
winner.
See how he hit that second shot a little flatter than the
7-5-2.
first one, looking to put that away.
And AJ's aggression coming alive a little bit more.
And that point is just AJ being AJ, like we've talked about. He closes from the baseline to the kitchen line so quickly. He's able to play offense in a blink of an eye.
And a great spot there from Callie Smith now. Both of them starting to click.
Definitely have the momentum right now.
And with that momentum, Yana Grechkina and Thomas Wilson are going to take a timeout, which means we're going to have to go to break, but don't go anywhere for the conclusion of game 2. We'll be back right after this. And welcome back to the PPA Baird Wealth Management Open here at the Lindner Family Tennis Center. It's mixed doubles day. We're here with AJ Koller, Callie Smith, taking on Yana Grechkina and Thomas Wilson here in game 2. Tightly contested game 2 at that. So
yeah, it's been a fun one to watch. It's still anybody's game, but AJ and Callie definitely have the momentum and the lead at the moment.
Point.
and that ball going to go a little wide, so add to that
10,
momentum.
5-2.
9-5-2. As AJ overcooks that one. 10-5 correction, 10-5-2. So still alive here is going to be Thomas Wilson, Yana Grechkina.
5-10-1.
As great flick goes into the crowd as they appreciate it.
Yeah, great location on that attack from Thomas. Oftentimes when players use a two-handed backhand, they struggle getting attacked right in the body.
1.
He disguised that one well.
And AJ attacking the lower left side of Thomas Wilson, unable to get under that ball enough. And so we'll have 6-10-2 coming up.
6-10-2.
And Thomas Wilson just going for it. Great defense from Yana, the crowd giving him some love. There he goes. You can see it on replay. Takes a tumble. Might not have gotten it after 2 bounces, but who knows? The effort's great.
Yeah, I love to see that. We're in center court. That's what you want to see. People giving it their all.
Second serve.
Another match point here. It looks like we're at 10-6-2.
10-6-2.
Opportunities.
Point. Game. Match.
And that's going to do it.
Koller,
AJ Koller,
Smith,
Callie
winner.
Smith taking down Thomas Wilson and Yana Grechkina. They will move on. And what a battle it was. They felt and looked really comfortable. The 3 seed gets to move on. Johnny Pickleball, Kyle McKenzie. Don't go anywhere. More pickleball coming at you. We'll be back right after this.